Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Today I have an excited day ahead of us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video because I'm gonna make a whole barrage of Guyanese street food today, starting from breakfast with lunch and dinner, all Guyanese street food. So come on down, it's early in the morning, let's head on to the kitchen and I'm gonna start with some baked and salted fish. I had some salted fish soaking in water for overnight. I'm gonna cook these and boil them for about 12 to 15 minutes to get out any excess salt from the fish. So I have my flour here for the bake, and today I'm not going to be sharing individual recipe because I'm making a lot of different things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave link below for all these different recipe that I'm doing today. So I have here the baking powder for the bake. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. I'm going to add some sugar to give the bake a nice flavor, and it bring out that beautiful brownness in the bake as well. And we're gonna mix those ingredients up a little. And the next thing I want to add in here to give some nice flavor is a tablespoon of garlic butter. So that's gonna add some additional flavor. I'm gonna mix this in and I'll start kneading the flour to a dough. I'm gonna start adding ingredients to the pan. I added some onions and I'm using both white and red onion. I'm gonna fry this up a little. Now I'm gonna be adding the fish, and I'm doing some boneless fish. I'm going to break the fish up in the pan, and then I'm going to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to be adding some tomatoes, some hot pepper marjorie. I'm going to be adding some green onions and some garlic, and I will add the cilantro right at the end. I'm just going to mix this in. And it's looking beautiful already. I'll let this cook for a few minutes until those tomatoes are nice and soft. So our salted fish is looking delicious. I'm gonna be garnishing with some cilantro right at the end. I will mix this in a little, and this is done. I'm gonna start frying up those bakes. Let me just mix it in. We still want it to be nice and moist and not dry, and it is looking moist. So this is ready, and I just love a delicious juicy salted fish with bake on any morning of the week. I had some chickpeas or chana soaking overnight in water. I'm gonna start boiling these, and we will also make some chickpeas or chana and mango sour today. So we have our first bake frying, and we have a few more to go, but they're swelling up nicely, and our breakfast is gonna be ready soon. Our bake and saltfish for breakfast is ready, and I have some hungry hippo right beside me. Check out those bakes. Nice and round, and they all poof up nicely with a beautiful color on the outside. I'm gonna serve up and let you guys know how this tastes. So I just cut open one of the bakes, and it is nice and fluffy in the inside. I like to pack mine with the salted fish and then bite into it like good old back home Guyana days. So here it is. I'm gonna do my taste test, and I like to bite into my bake like that. I have 2 on my plate. To all my viewers and subscribers, cheers. Let me know in the comment, when was the last time you had bake and saltfish for breakfast. So good. The outside of the bake is nice and crunchy because of the sugar. The inside is so soft and moist, and the salted fish with all that good ingredients is just absolutely delicious. I am just enjoying my Saturday morning Guyanese breakfast. There's more to come. Keep watching. I'm peeling up some cassava because I'm going to be making some cassava ball and some cassava egg ball. I have these ones already peeled because today is the Guyana street food day. And what I can remember, whenever you're out in the city doing shopping or running errands, the quickest snack you can find on the street corner of Georgetown would be some egg ball or some cassava ball. So this is a must for my street food today. I just added the cassava to a pot with boiling water and some salt. I'm going to cook the cassava until it's nice and soft and tender, and cassava is also known as yuca. Now I'm going to start preparing the chana or the chickpeas. I'm adding some onions, and I have both red and white onions. Any onion will do for this recipe. I'm going to fry up the onion for 2 minutes before I add the next ingredient. Now I'm going to be adding some green seasoning to the pot. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons. There's garlic, pepper, thyme, and all that into the green seasoning. I'm going to mix everything up together, and it already smells amazing. I want to cook the green seasoning up a little before we add the chickpeas back to the pot or the chana. We're going to be adding our chickpeas back now into the pot, and I have about half a cup of water in the chickpeas that it was cooking in, because we want to make a nice moist chickpeas, not too dry. At this point, I'm going to add some salt. So just a little bit of salt, because the chickpeas was boiling in some salted water. We're going to add some black pepper. And now I'm going to add some roasted ground jeera. And this enhances the chickpeas and give it a very nice flavor. Take it to a different level. And I really love the flavor of the roasted jeera into the chickpeas. We're going to mix everything in. I'm going to lower down my stove to medium heat. And then we will let all the seasoning just married into the chickpeas. So our chickpeas is almost done. I'm going to add some green onions. We're going to mix this in. The chickpeas smells good and it looks amazing. I'm going to let the green onions cook just for a little, and then this chickpeas will be ready. The chickpeas is finished, or the chana, and it looks so nice and delicious. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to check on those cassava that I had boiling. Let's check on the cassava, and looking at this one here, I can tell that they're soft, but we need to check one of the big pieces, and they're done. I'm going to strain this, and then I have to mash them. I just finished mashing the cassava, And it's better to mash it when it's hot. But in order for me to put the cassava ball and the egg ball together, I have to let the cassava cool down first before I start that process. I'm gonna move on to some Pholourie now. I'm gonna be making some Polari, and I'm using the Quick Mix Guyanese brand. This is quick and fast, so I'm adding just a little bit of green onion into it. I'm gonna be adding some water because that's all it takes. And I'm gonna make it to a nice thick paste that will be easy to fry. Our Polari is done. I'm moving down to my next recipe, and this will be the cassava ball and egg ball. Now my cassava is nice and cold. I'm gonna start adding flavor to it because cassava doesn't have a flavorful taste. It's just plain on its own like that. So enough salt to taste. I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. And I'm gonna add some green seasoning. And the green seasoning have thyme, garlic, green onion, pepper, and all that good stuff together. We wanna add enough so we can flavor this up well. I'm gonna mix everything together. So I season up the cassava and I taste it for salt. It tastes perfect. I have my eggs boiled and peeled right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make like small circle here. Add the eggs in the center and then make another one to cover it up. I'm just gonna make sure that we cover all over the egg like that. And I really like working with cassava because it stays on when you add it to the egg. It kind of stick together. If you're doing it with potatoes, potato tends to really fall apart. So this is what I'm gonna be doing to the eggs, and I will show you how they look when I'm done. So I'm gonna be frying our egg ball now. I'm dusting it lightly with some flour. And the flour, I added some turmeric because I wanna have that nice yellow finish. I'm gonna put it in some eggs. And then we're gonna fry these up. And I'm gonna be ready to serve up lunch soon. So first one is in the oil bath. So here is our lunch, Guyana street food style. I have here just how they normally put them in the showcase that they have around the street corners. They will have their egg ball, the Polari, the bake. I have here some nice chana, some mango sour, tamarind sour, and a nice big jug of mabi. This is my Guyana street food lunch today. I still have dinner to go, but I'm gonna plate up and let you guys know how this tastes. To all my viewers and subscribers, I have enough for all of you guys, and for all my Caribbean friends, some way or the other, we have our street food similar, because I know a lot of Caribbean countries have baked and salt fish. And I know We have the chana and the egg ball and Pholourie in a lot of Caribbean countries. And not forgetting our mango sour, tamarind sour. And I know for the fact that the mabi is a big thing in a lot of Caribbean country. So here it is. Guyana street food day in my kitchen. So here it is, and I'm gonna start digging. And in my plate I have a little bit of the chickpeas or chana. I'm gonna load it up with some mango sour, and I'm gonna taste this for you guys, just like when we're in the snack it and you buy a little bit of chickpeas. Cheers. Amazing. That jeera is right there. As soon as it hits your mouth, you can taste it. The mango sour complement this so well. This reminds me of when I used to go to school. Now, I'm gonna go in for 2 Polari. And I'm gonna taste this with the tamarind sour. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the tamarind chutney to go with my Polari. And the inside is nice and fluffy and yellow. To all my viewers and subscribers, cheers. So if you're looking for a more sweetish kind of chutney, that pick would be the tamarind. But if you're looking for a nice sourish kind of hot chutney, that will be the mango sour. And now I'm gonna dive in for the egg ball. And let us see how this looks. Ooh. So I'm a little bit confused now of which sauce to take. But I think my all-time favorite was the mango sour. And that's what I'm gonna have with mine. So I will let you guys know the taste. And let me know in the comment when was the last time you had some good old-fashioned egg ball with mango sauce. And I want some more here. Cheers. So delicious. The cassava is nicely seasoned with that green seasoning. And the mango sour combined with the egg. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a nice so good. And to top it off, I have my glass of mabi with ice. I feel like I'm in Guyana right now. Somebody tell me if I'm not in Guyana. So stay tuned for dinner because it's another street food of Guyana and one of our national dish. I just needed some flour to make some paratha or oil roti, and that's to go with our chicken curry to end off the day with our street food and one of our national dish in Guyana. So now I'm gonna start with preparing the chicken. So I have all the goodness in this bowl. My spices, masala, turmeric, curry powder, jeera, and all that nice delicious spices. And I also add my green seasoning. And now we're gonna start cooking the curry. I just added that curry paste to the pot. We're gonna cover it and let it cook for a few minutes before we add anything else to the pot. So our curry is cooking up nicely. I'm gonna just mix it. I'm gonna add an onion. I wanna add a little bit of salt right here. And I'm gonna add a little bit more water to cook that onion. And then I'm gonna do something different today and add some tomato paste. And that's gonna help to build a different flavor for this curry, just about a heaping tablespoon. This is gonna make the curry flavor taste a little bit different. So I'm gonna cook that for about 1.5 minutes, and then we're gonna add our chicken to the pot. I just added the chicken to the pot and mix it well. I'm gonna leave the chicken to cook until its natural juices is evaporated before I add anything else to the pot. The chicken is looking so lovely. There is still a little bit more of water that I want to cook out, but I'm gonna add my potatoes now, so this can get some of that nice flavor. And I'm gonna cook this down a little bit more until the water is dried out. I just finished making my paratha or oil roti. Now it's time to check on that chicken curry, and we will be wrapping up our last meal of the day, Guyana street food dinner. So here is the final street food dish, chicken curry. It is one of our national dish in Guyana, and this one looks so delicious. The chicken is cooked very nice and tender, and I made some roti to go with that. And I'm gonna serve it up just like they used to serve it back home, and let you guys know how everything tastes. Hope you guys enjoy this video. So now I'm gonna start putting the roti and curry together, because this is how we would get the roti in the streets. The curry would be in the center of the roti, and this is some nice gravy here. And I'm gonna add a piece of potato, and because I'm gonna wrap this up, I'm gonna look for the pieces of chicken that doesn't have any bone, because I don't want to bite in. Look, I can handle the bone. I'm just gonna have it as it is. And now look at this curry. This is a real good looking curry. And then we're gonna fold the bottom of this roti like that, and the sides a little bit more in, and like this, and like that. And then we're gonna start biting from the top here, but I'm gonna go sit down to show that part of it. So the final street food of the day, and usually you will buy it with the end stuck in, but I'm gonna open my end because I want to bite right at the end here where all that gravy and good stuff is. So to all my viewers and all my subscribers, this is your mouthful. I hope you enjoy the street food day with me today, because I had lots of fun preparing these meals and I enjoy them too. So cheers. Amazing. The roti is nice and soft. The curry have such a delicious, I don't know how to explain flavor to you guys, and it tastes so flavorful. So I'm gonna take another bite because I did a bite for you guys, and now I'm gonna do the bite for me. Tastes just like when you buy it from the market or one of the snack it when you're in downtown Guyana. Amazing. So I want to say to you guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, love you guys, bye for now.